count mine. You know. Ask me what I'm doing, just grinding. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more bins, tryna reach the next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feet inside the photos. So official with the vibe, you can kick up my zone. Hold on for a minute, let me count mine. You know.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Damian Crier, and I am back with another video. If you guys have not subscribed to the Crier family, all you have to do is turn that bell on. Oh shoot, so you're subscribed to the channel. But turn the bell on only means you're subscribed. And in order to get notifications every time I drop a video on the Crier family, you must turn on that bell with the vibrating symbol. That way, every time I upload a video on the Crier family, you will get the notification. Guys, listen, I want to say, man, thank you. For the last couple weeks, man, I don't know what the heck's been going on here. For the last couple weeks during my intro, I have to say a huge thanks to all of you who recently joined the Crier family. I don't know what's going on. But a lot of people have been joining the Crier family. This is not to boast or brag or nothing, but I've gained almost 4,000 plus subscribers in the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on. All I'm gonna say is this right here. I feel grateful, I feel honored, I feel like that I'm doing something right for people who wanna join my channel and watching me. And I wanna say to all of you guys, man, welcome to the family, man. Just to give you guys a little bit of rundown about me, for you guys who recently joined the channel, because when people subscribe to the channel, join the channel, they subscribe and join your channel for a number of reasons, or maybe just one reason. So just to tell you guys a little bit about me, who recently joined the Crier family, I am currently 51 years old. I started doing YouTube November 16th of 2016. This will be my 5th year. This is actually my 5th year doing YouTube. November of this year will actually be 6 years that I've been doing YouTube. Before I moved out here to Houston, I currently live in Houston, Texas. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I lived in Houston for 2+ years now, and I so love it here. Before I moved out here, I used to work at a steel mill for 15 years. Before the steel mill, I worked at a foundry for 10+ years. So I pretty much worked all of my life, and judging from the videos, you guys already see where my, how my work ethics is. I drop videos. I try to drop every day if I can. Your boy be doing a lot of stuff, so some days I do miss a day here and there, but it's not likely that I'm gonna miss 2 or 3 days back to back. If I do, you best to believe that there is something wrong. Also, just to let you new people know who recently joined the Crier family, again, thank you again. I do a monthly Q&A once a month. It's between the 1st and the 7th of every month. Sometime I don't do it until like the 5th or 6th. This month I got lucky and I was able to do the Q&A like at an earlier time to go ahead and get it out of the way. Because based on a lot of stuff, I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of juicy questions. So a lot of the questions most times be pertaining to the same thing, or the same topic, or it be the same question. So if I do not answer your question in the way that you had sent it to me, don't be offended. It's just that there were so many of the same questions. I chose one particular question that's surrounding the same topic to answer that question, so don't feel offended. So yes, guys, so that's just a little bit about me. So basically today I'm going to be doing a Q&A on the Crier family. And oh my gosh, this is what, February? I have 3 kids' birthdays coming up this month, guys. My son Deontay's birthday is February 5th. My son Darian's birthday is February 14th on Valentine's Day. And my son Damion Prince's birthday is February 18th. So I have 3 kids' birthdays coming up this month. Also, while I'm doing this Q&A, guys, I have a couple yogurts sitting right here. Some of my favorites, so excuse my rudeness. This is one of my favorite snacks right here. I eat these every single day. This is, I think, the secret to me because a lot of people be asking, Mr. Cryer, how do you stay so slim and fit at age 51? Because a lot of guys your age is like not as fit as you are at 51. I'm not saying that this is a secret because I'm a very active person, but this is one of the secrets. I do eat these every single day. I actually went to the grocery store yesterday and I bought like another whole case of these. So I'll be eating this while I'm doing this video. Also, if you have a video idea or suggestion that you want me to do for you on the Cryer family, all you have to do is leave me a comment down below. I will be back doing story time for you guys. And also guys, I do have some interesting things that's gonna take place on the Cryer family here very shortly. This is gonna be a pretty juicy Q&A. So you do not want to miss this. My Q&As are usually no less than 30 minutes. Some people want longer videos. Some people appreciate the shorter videos. So I can't promise you guys, because I do talk a lot when I'm breaking a subject or a question down to answer for you guys. That way you can all get a better understanding of why I said what I say, why I made decisions I made, and all that good stuff. But I will try to keep it 30 minutes, but I cannot promise. So anyway, sorry, this should have been a mukbang. Okay, anyway, first question. Sorry guys, I can't help myself. Come on guys, 2 more bites, man, I promise. Some of you guys probably sitting there like, this dude's sitting here mukbanging a damn Yoplait yogurt. Guys, you need to go check these out. These are the freaking bomb. They got them in blueberry, raspberry, peach. They the fire, man. They need to give me a sponsorship for this right here. Anyway, guys, all jokes aside, the first question, I'm gonna start off light, guys. Then we're gonna get to the juicy stuff. So don't be skipping the dang on video. Skip the ad, don't skip the video. Don't skip the ad. Let the ad play. First question. What is this? Oh, shoot, what did I just do? Someone asks, I want to say the names. J. Pat, I hope I said your name right. J. Pat asks, oh, J. Pat had 3 questions. Let's see what's up. First question, will you be doing any fishing vlogs this summer? Guys, that is a very good question. Jay, that is a very good question. I have been putting off fishing for so long, and it's like I only do the fishing a certain time of the year because you guys know in Texas it's hot all year long. Even though we're experiencing a little bit of the rough stuff right now, we haven't gotten any snow yet. But I believe this summer I'm going to be taking a different direction. I probably shouldn't be saying this because sometimes if you tell the plan, you plan to fail. But I'll tell you guys anyway. I am in the process of buying a fishing boat. This will be my first fishing boat since I lived out here. I've had several boats when I lived in Indiana, a lot of rivers, ponds, creeks, lakes. Out here, you have a lot of ocean. So the boat I'm going to be getting is going to be a pretty nice sized boat. So yes, I will be bringing fishing videos back. As you guys remember, a few months ago, I went out and I invested a whole pile of money in a brand new GoPro. So I got a new GoPro, all the headgear, all the mounts, all the brackets and everything. So I'm already in the process of buying things piece by piece so I can get back to doing my fishing videos because you guys know YouTube. My career started on YouTube with doing fishing videos. As a matter of fact, if you guys go all the way back when I was like 20 years old, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. You guys go all the way back to my very first video from the very beginning of the Cryer family, which it was Damian Cryer then, not the Cryer family. My first 2 or 3 videos for fishing videos. So yes, I will be bringing fishing videos back. The same person, J. Pat, asks, how do you deal with negativity? Very good question again. So again, J. Pat has, wait, hold on for a second. Oh no, it's actually 2 questions. The bottom one is she's just telling me she hopes that I have a blessed day. How do I deal with all the negativity? This right here will work for you guys. I'm gonna answer the question, but first I'm gonna ask you a question. The question I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna read the question again. How do you deal with all the negativity? I'm gonna actually ask a question. If you're in a heated argument with someone, well, let me rephrase that. If someone is in a heated argument with you, literally sitting there, whether it's on the internet, they're making videos about you, talking crap, or someone is in your face yelling at you, screaming, cursing, you old wrinkled up boss, you pervert, you old man, you sorry ass little if you just look at him like this and just blink your eyes and you don't say a word back, does that make you look weak or does it make the other person look stupid? Think about that for a second. If someone is sitting there yelling at you, calling you all out your name, calling you every obscenity in the freaking world, and you don't say a word, you just look at them, what do you think that means? Does that make the person weak who's taking the abuse, or does it make the person who's giving the abuse look stupid? I'm sure some of y'all already got your own answer, and I already know what your answer is. It makes the person talking stuff look extremely stupid. With that being said, how I deal with the negativity, sometimes I don't really see it, people DM me about it, but a lot of times I kind of just laugh at it. I mean, I kind of laugh at it because a lot of stuff that y'all hear about your boy is not even true. People sometimes talk just because they got lips, and a lot of people talk because they see a way to get more views off saying stuff about me or people I surround myself with by putting their name in the titles. It has been proven if someone were to drop a video about the Cryer family constantly, they 5,000-6,000 views, maybe even more. But the moment that they get off the name of the Cryer family and they start trying to do other content, 200-300 views. So what I say is this right here. How I deal with the negativity, most times I don't even look at it. You guys, believe it or not, I don't sit on YouTube all day. I don't just sit in the house and refresh my phone and go to YouTube. I don't do that. I'm out golfing, bowling with my kids. I'm playing basketball. I'm at the gym. I'm at the beach walking my dog. I don't literally sit there on YouTube and wait to see who drops the next video. The way I deal with it, I don't see it. And the little stuff that does slide through the cracks and get to me, because some things I'm forced to see. If I check, I check my YouTube obviously to see how well that my video is performing. And I may end up seeing a video pop up in a search engine right next to my name. Damion Cryer from the Cryer family is a, ugly old man or something like that. I'm kind of forced to see that. Do I click on the video? Absolutely not. Why would I? It's stupid. I deal with a lot of hate in a good way because I know that obviously your boy is winning. And if I wasn't winning, I would not have hate. You guys know everything I just said is 100% authentic facts. When you're winning, you're going to have hate. Now, if people stop talking about me, I think that's when I would be concerned, because then it means that my name is not relevant anymore. That's the way that I deal with hate. But you have a lot of people who deal with different type of hate. Okay, give you guys an example. You have some hate that you could deal with, that you would experience dealing with at school, or somebody at school doesn't like you. Somebody doesn't like you because you dress really nice, or somebody doesn't like you because you don't dress as nice as everyone else. Sometimes you have to just, the same exercise that I use is just to ignore them. It would work in that situation too. But you have some people, sometimes if you don't speak up for yourself, they will continue to bully. That's when you have to take other extreme measures, like maybe going to the principal, or maybe telling your parents or something. I think like the worst type of hate, harassment and bullying is online bullying, because we have so many younger people who can't really handle that and sometimes will turn to, sad to say, you know, ending their own life, you know. So you have a lot of people who deal with hate in different type of ways. So that was a really, really good list of questions. Thank you for asking me that. Let's see, this is, oh, where's her name at? Oh, I'm sorry, I accidentally cropped your name out. I wanted to say that person's name every time I read their comment. I'm so sorry. Someone asked, what would you do different from last year? Okay, what would you do this year differently from last year? I'm gonna tell you guys something. I am a firecracker. You know, I know last year I allowed myself to get caught up in, like, let's just say I allowed the wrong people to come into my space, because I'm a very, very private person. And when people come into your space as a private person, they tend to get comfortable and they want a little bit more than what you're willing to offer. One of the things that not only that I'm changing this year, or doing different this year, but I have done differently this year. I've already done it. I surround myself with nothing but love now. I surround myself with my loved ones. We have so much freaking fun together, man. We don't film everything. There's no need to. We just, you know, we just want to just enjoy life. I don't communicate with those people that I felt that was going to bring harm to me. And really tried their best to bring your boy down. And I don't mean it just one person. There was multiple people really just trying their best to attack my character, make me look bad, and most importantly, try to bring me down. And now, since I made those different changes, I sit back and look and I smile, because I say, they see my numbers going up without anyone on my channel, because they thought I needed someone on my channel to make it grow. They see the views going up, they see the subscribers going up, and I say this in the most humble way. You know, you could always beat the people who hate you the most by allowing yourself to continue to grow and become successful and stay positive while doing it. Another one of the things that I am doing this year that I did not do last year is I don't respond to anything. I mean, I found myself in people's comments, you know, commenting on stuff, but you know, every once in a while, I may still comment on like certain things. Like one guy did a reaction video on me where I did a gold digger prank a while back, and his voice was so funny that I actually commented on his video. And he doesn't always say the nicest things about me, but he doesn't really bash me either. But you know, so that's one thing that I'm definitely doing, is I'm limiting my comments, like responding to people. A lot of people, they do stuff to get a response out of me, and then when they don't get a response out of me and they continue saying stuff, it just lets me know that it's just, I mean, you can't stop a person from being jealous of you. You can't stop it. You just can't stop it. Remember what I said earlier in the video, guys. If someone is yelling at you, calling you all out your name, disrespecting you, just look at them. You don't have to say a word. Does that make you look weak, or does it make them look stupid? I think we all know the answer to that. So yes, that's what I definitely will do different this year than last year. Let's see here. Anteria Allen asks, what is New Year's resolution for 2022 and or bad habits that you do not want to bring into 22? Whoa, I think I'm about to expose myself, guys. I'm about to expose myself. Smoking cigarettes was one of the worst and nastiest habits that was so hard for me to kick. I'm not gonna come on here and lie to you guys. You know, smoking has been one of the really, really hard habits, because it was something that I hid from you guys for a lot of years. A few people actually caught it in some of my videos where they seen the lighter or the cigarettes on the table or in the background. And it was one of the things that I really didn't want anyone else to know about. But cigarettes is one of the things that was a really, really hard struggle for me. Do I still dabble here and there? I'm not gonna come on here and lie. Yes, I do. You know, that's something that I need help with. That's something that that if I wanna live longer, I know that I'm gonna have to let it go. And, but it's not as worse as it was in the years leading up to 2022. 2022 is actually starting off to be a very, very great year, man. I get like so much love and support, man. And I keep saying family because I'm gonna tell you guys, I have an awesome family. I have an awesome family, not just here in Houston. I mean, even in Indiana. Sometimes my relatives call me and I be so busy, so caught up that sometimes I can't talk and I got frustration in my voice because I gotta really go and I'm getting pulled in different directions. And then I find myself saying, oh, I need me a smoke because I just went off on somebody. But that's, like I have a really, really supportive family that stands behind me. Always have, not just because of YouTube, even before all this came along. But that is one of the struggles right there, And I think one of the first healing process to begin is like a person dealing with alcoholism. You have to admit that you need help. You have to confess it with your tongue. That I need help with this situation. I know that this is hurting me. This is not doing my body any good. My worst fear is someone trying to take me from my kid's life. But I guess I'm really my biggest threat right now, doing that. So that's one of the struggles that I'm working with in 2022. And right now I am making a lot of progress. Every day has its trials and tribulations. I don't know how most people do it, but I know like me, I'm one of them guys, like if I get into a heated situation or I get really frustrated about something, one of the first things I used to do is grab a smoke because it seemed to calm me down, which it wasn't. But psychologically, I was trying to convince myself that smoking was calming me down. I was trying to convince myself, but the smoking really wasn't calming me down. It was actually making my situation worse. So that was a really good question. Thank you for that. Tiffany Diggs has asked me, Damian, if you could take a family vacation anywhere with all of your kids and grandkids, where would you want to go? I would want to take a vacation with all of my kids and my grandkids to Italy. The reason why I went to Italy back in 2014, it was a business plan trip with the company that I worked for at the time. Actually, it was the company I worked for before I moved to Houston. And when I got over there, it was like, I don't know, it was like seeing a different part of life. Italy has a lot of history. Rome, I mean, Europe is so big, man. I would never imagine that it would have been anything like that. It's a lot different than the United States. Everything over there is small. Italians, there are extremely conservative people. They don't use a whole lot of nothing on anything. When I say a whole lot of nothing on anything, they don't, unless it's nice clothes and nice shoes. But Italy is because, like I said, Italy has a lot of history. I was in a part of Italy where the plague had hit. I don't know if you guys remember the plague, Black Plague or something like that. It happened, oh my God, years ago and killed so many people. And it's something that you read about in books right now. I don't know if they still teach it in school, but it's a part of our history. And Italy is, oh my God, not so much as just history, but Italy is so, so beautiful. And there is so much to do over there. You have people in Italy from all walks of life. You have a lot of US citizens over there. You have a lot of citizens over there from different countries around the world. You can learn so many different languages. The art, the museums was just crazy. I never seen anything like it in my life. I never thought me coming from a street, a street living life, thug type life, would actually be impressed with art. But going into the museums over there was just phenomenal. It was truly amazing. So thank you for that question. Next question comes from Angus M. Smith. She asks, how many children do you have and from how many different women? Well, I have 6 children from 6 different women. Yep, I have 6 women from 6 different children. I mean, oh my God, did I just say that? I have 6 children from 6 different women. I have 5 living kids and 1 deceased. You guys know my youngest is Dion. My oldest was Deontay. You know, then you got Damion, Margaret, Akeem, you know, and I don't know, man. I'm just sitting there just thinking to myself, like, Deontay's birthday is coming up. My oldest son's birthday is coming up February 5th. I'm not for sure what I'm gonna do this year, but last year I did go to the cemetery to visit him. That video is actually still on my channel. If you guys can go back and watch that video, I think was titled "The Worst Day Ever" or "The Worst Day of My Life." It was really, really emotional video for me going to the cemetery for the first time. But yes, I have 6 kids by 6 different women. Thank you for asking me that question. Let's see. Oh, tell me I got the person's name. Oh, yes I do. Sasha Cartelich asks, if you weren't doing YouTube, where would you see yourself in life? If I was not doing YouTube right now, guys, I would be still working at the job I had before I left from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I was there again for 15 plus years. Before I worked at the steel mill, I had got a job at a foundry and I worked there for almost 10 plus years. I've always been a hard-working man. I've always, you know, despite the fact that I made mistakes, bumped my head, and got involved with the system from time to time, I've always been a hard-working man. I've always took care of my business. I've never really, you know what I'm saying, did anything else other than work. Because, you know, those were proud moments for me. You know, working those jobs like that was a very, very proud moment for me. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys why. You know, as a man, I'm not gonna say as a black man, I'm gonna say as a man. As a man, we go out here and we get ourselves in trouble. We catch cases, we go to prison, and then we get out. And then we blame everyone else for why we can't find a job. We make up excuses like, oh, I can't get a job because I'm an ex-felon. Oh, I can't get a job because of my record. Oh, I can't get a job because they don't want to hire me. And, you know, at one point in time in my life, I used to think like that. Like, man, you know, who's going to hire me? You know, my dream was always to have one of those good jobs. Had that title of a foundry worker, a steel mill worker. I always wanted that title. There's something about that title. I guess growing up, seeing my uncles working these big plants, driving in nice cars, you know, they had that title, you know, and I was one of the ones who had that low self-esteem saying that, you know, I know what I want when I get out of prison, but nobody's gonna hire me. And you know what, guys? I was absolutely wrong. I put them resumes in, them applications in, and I landed myself a couple good jobs that turned into careers for me. And so if I was not doing YouTube right now, I would gladly be still working at the steel mill. It was something I was accustomed to getting up doing every single day. The people that I work with, I'm not gonna say I was cool with everybody, because there's always someone in the workplace who just can't stand your ass. They just can't stand the likes of you. Like, you walk in the break room, they get up and leave. Or you walk in the break room, it's like everybody stop talking. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you do and you're familiar or going through a situation like that, comment right now down below and let me know your situation that happened to you at work. But yeah, so that's what I will be doing right now, guys. I would be still working. I'm not the type of guy like, you know, who just sits around the house, and you guys always hear me say it. You know, I'm not the type of guy who just sits around the house and watch my woman go to work and struggle while I sit in the house and do nothing but wait for her to come home. I always got out and did something. And the reason why I threw that in there, because when I was working, I was in a relationship. So it's just something that I really enjoyed doing. It made me feel more of a man too than somebody who's just a... I mean, for me, it would be hard for me to just like not have a job as a man, because when you like, I don't know, man, it's kind of weird to explain, but it's like having a job, being able to make your own money, help pulling your weight around the house, like helping to pay a bill. I remember back in the day, man, I just thought life was free. I could just live with people and it was up to them to take care of me and I didn't have to do anything. But then I realized, you know, that you have to pay bills, you have to eat, you have to bathe, you have to have real responsibilities in life. And I think that's one of the things that kept me going, knowing that I had a job, knowing that I had a paycheck coming later on this week, you know. And so if YouTube were to go away right now, I would still feel pretty comfortable, because all the years that I put in to working, all those years when I came home, I now have a pension coming. I now have a retirement coming one day. You know, I don't think I'm ever gonna be in a really bad position again because of the years that I put into these jobs and work. So that's exactly what I would do. Like, I got 8 years left until I can officially retire. And if YouTube were to go away right now, I'll just go back to work and finish my last 8 years out and just retire from there. You know, but that was a very, very good question. Okay, Johnny Funchies Jr. asked, are you interested in sports? If so, what are your favorite teams? I'm not gonna lie, man, like, I used to watch football years ago. You guys remember the Chicago Bears, McMahon, the Refrigerator, Walter Payton, all those guys. I used to watch football years ago, man, but like, as I got older, I started getting in trouble and getting in and out, you know, going back and forth in the system. I just kind of lost interest in like the real hardcore sports, and I kind of migrated more to like water sports, fishing and stuff like that, swimming. And that's just, I don't know, I just like, it always made me feel a little weird, like when I went over to one of my friends' house and they were all sitting around yelling in front of the TV, screaming, and I was the only one trying to play like I knew what was going on. Like, oh man, did you see that? Like, one dude was running down a football field with a ball in his hand, and I said, oh man, he just traveled. The whole entire room is like, everything stopped. And I didn't understand what I said wrong, but I confused the two. I said the guy running down a football field traveled. Travel is a term that's used in basketball and not in football. And so now it was an embarrassing moment for me, because I thought, you know, like I said, I wanted to just fit in. So sports, hardcore sports is not one of, you know, it hasn't been one of my favorite things that I watch a lot. I never really got into it that much. Okay, the next question comes from Latasha Cody. Thank you for commenting, Latasha Cody. Latasha Cody asks, what is the best thing that you've done? I'm sorry, what is the best thing that you have done just because you were told to? Wow, this goes kind of back to the earlier question that someone asked me, and they said, how do I deal with all the hate? One of the best things that I've ever done because someone had told me to was to stay focused. Stay focused. No matter what. Don't let nobody pull you from to the left, to the right, or let me do that again. Don't let nobody pull you from the right to the left. Stay focused. I remember it was so easy for me to get distracted by stuff that people would say about me. especially like in my classroom when I was in school, I had like this big afro. I was real dark-skinned, and back in the day, all the women wanted the light-skinned guys, bow-legged with the little waves in his hair. And I used to just be like, I'm not gonna let it bother me, and I find myself sitting there crying, not wanting to go to school, wanting to skip school because I don't want people to talk about me. But one of the things that I've learned that somebody told me to do that really helped me out in my life is to stay focused. Do not ever worry about the opinions of other people, because the opinions of other people is not going to get you anywhere close to the bank at all. And it's because I listen to what other people advise me to do. Now I'm able to go into that bank now with my head held up high. But if I would have listened to those people who was talking about me, I would have never went to that bank. So the moral of the story is, man, stay focused. It helped me stay focused. Sometimes it's hard to do, especially when you got like a lot of negative energy around you. Sometimes it is hard to stay focused, but if you stay focused, you would find that life would be a whole lot easier, man. Okay, let's see here. We only got a couple more guys. Okay, that's somebody just telling me that they appreciate me. This is going to be one of the big questions, guys. It's gonna be one of the big questions that we're gonna end this video off with. This is gonna be the big question. Everybody for weeks have been asking this question. Everybody for weeks have been speculating. Everybody for weeks have been wondering. Everybody for weeks has been coming up with their own theories, their own hypotheses. And I guess like social media has a way of bringing people together, even when they're not together. So I think you guys know what I'm gonna, say, what this question that this is gonna lead up to. Social media has a way of putting people together when they're not together. Social media will convince you that a couple is together when they're not. When you guys see me doing videos, vlogs, challenges with someone, it doesn't mean we're together. It just means that we're doing a collab. I support the people that I work with. The people who come across my platform or who's on my platform, and you see me in the video with them, it's called support. So one of the big questions that's been arising lately is, Damian, is you and Love by Erica back together? Guys, the answer to that question that everybody wants to know is no, guys. Me and Love by Erica are not back together, nor are we discussing getting back together. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit something about Erica. I have seen Erica's growth over the last couple months. I've seen her go through her trials and tribulations, just like the rest of us. We all go through our trials and tribulations. People got, not everyone, because Erica, she's a really good person, but everyone has like this speculation, like she's a drama queen and she's toxic and she's a bad person, this and that. I guess that would be easy for somebody to refer to her as such, because we don't know your life. It's easy for somebody who's a drama queen themselves or drama king themselves to come on here and say something about her, because we don't know your life. It's easy for somebody to easily call her toxic and stupid and this and that, because we don't know the person's life who's talking about her. So people put Erica out here as she's just this bad person. But the truth of the matter is, she's really not a bad person at all. And this is coming from a guy that, we've had our ups and downs on the internet and off the internet. The truth of the matter is, guys, I support Erica, and she supports me. What's good for us is good for our child. At this time, as I told you guys a few Q&As ago, if I were in a relationship with anyone right now, YouTube would be the last person to know about it, because I learned to keep my personal business off of the internet, because there's too many people who don't like me. I'm gonna say that again. There's too many people who don't like me. 3 of them. They talk almost every day on the phone. They don't like me. And there's a number of reasons why they don't like me. But they will convince you that Erica is just this monster. You know, I support Erica. You know, even though that we haven't had the best relationship in the world, and you got those 3 people who don't like her or don't like me, that's going to talk about us regardless. And the only people who's really watching their videos is the people who don't like us, which is about that many. So people have put us together in a relationship based off of some videos that we did together, a mukbang that we did at my house, something else that we did. People literally put us together. Right now, I'm not going to speak for Erica too much, but I will say this, the type of person Erica is. When me and Erica had our relationship, and it ended last year, I must have been around March, April, or something like that. You know, it ended kind of bad, you know, where she went her way and I went my way. And it's like things were never the same again. People have speculated that since me and Erica broke up last year, that me and her have messed around and did this and that. You guys, whether you guys believe it or not, me and this woman has not messed around. Not one time. But social media will convince you guys that me and this woman is doing this and doing that. Erica, what turned me on about Erica is Erica wasn't the nasty type, you know. And this is, you know, this is a true story, guys. This is a true story. You know, I'm gonna throw myself under the bus in this video, and I don't mind. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus in this video. Erica is not a nasty person. When me and Erica first started talking, you guys know how hard I was trying. I was trying so hard. 3 months. 3 months. 3 long, agonizing, torturous months. Woo! Torture. 3 months. That's the type of woman Erica is. Erica is currently pregnant right now. I think the last thing on her mind is getting into a relationship with me. I think that's the last thing on her mind, is getting into a relationship with me. Her mind is focused on other things. I see great things she's doing. She's dropping her music videos. I don't want to speak too much, but she has a lot of great stuff going on. Me, I'm not looking to be in a relationship with anyone. So I'm gonna say this for the people who like to talk all this crap. I'm a single man. I'm a very single man. If I wasn't single, I probably wouldn't be able to show Erica support the way that I do. You know, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to do if I was not a single man. I'm a single man. I pretty much do what I want to do. I have respect for myself. And I said a while back that I was not going to jump off in another relationship anytime soon. But because of social media is known for putting people together. But that's not the case with me and Erica. Now, I'm gonna say this, and this ain't to disrespect nobody. I have talked to women that I've known for one day. One day. Erica, that wasn't the case with us. But anyway, I want to say thank you guys for watching this video tonight, man. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I'm sorry I made y'all wait for the juicy stuff all the way at the end of the video. But you guys been asking me what's going on. I keep seeing these little video titles. I don't even watch them, but I'll be seeing videos titled like, Damian Crier, Love by Erica. I'm like, where the hell are they getting this stuff from, guys? So you guys just heard it from me. I just confirmed it. Myself and the beautiful Mrs. Love by Erica are not in a relationship. Like I said, Erica has her thing going on. She's doing very, very well for herself to be a single mom. And I have my own thing going on. So just because you see me supporting her or us supporting each other or doing a video or two together, guys, it does not mean that we are in a relationship or anything. So I want to say thanks again, guys, for watching this video. I love you guys. Until next time, I'm Damion Crier. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.